Hi guys, this is Anderson from New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal Full Albums, and I'm here with a new episode of the Metal Mailbox. This time we're going to talk about cult metal classics. Despite the channel being focused on new bands of old school heavy metal, we still like to celebrate the legendary bands from the 80s, especially those who are only known by us traditional metal nerds. Among the labels working to bring back those champs of the past, few of them work as hard and as good as cult metal classics. I will now show some things they released recently, starting with the second title of the Snakepit Archives, featuring the issues 6 to 9 of the magazine, originally published between 1999 and 2000. I already talked profusely about how I love this series. It's like a window to the past, to a time I couldn't have lived. I was only 11 in 1999 and still a couple of years away from getting into a one-way ticket journey to the heavy metal world. I find fascinating to read articles and interviews written by the guys who kept the flame alive during the 90s, to read reviews of albums I either liked or overlooked from that era, to compare how they were received back then to how they are seen now. I really wish this kind of thing can be done again with magazines, other magazines from the 90s, from the 80s. So this is the Snakepit Archives Volume 2, and it comes with a 7-inch single, La Guillotine and Lights in the Dark from Witch Killer as a bonus. These are two previously unreleased songs taken from a live show in Quebec in 1983. So Snakepit Archives Volume 2 with the 7-inch single Witch Killer, La Guillotine, Lights in the Dark. Next, we have the reissue of Slaughter Extroyas's Winterkill, one of the most sought after US metal albums. Even the old reissues fetch sky-high prices in the collector market. But now, Cult Metal Classics just released the Ultimate Edition featuring remastered sound, lyrics, liner notes, and 3 bonus songs on both LP and CD. Let's listen to a part of the song City of Sirtel.
Long ago, in the midst of a land, there had lived a ruler beyond compare. And he gazed towards the sky, dream of a most mighty uprise and revolution. Can we all join?
Following through the most recent releases, we have Vanguard V or 5, a classic Swedish heavy metal EP released in 1985. This reissue features a multi-page booklet with liner notes, band story, and remastered sound, plus 4 bonus songs, all put together by Johnny Stark from Overdrive. He's the guy when it comes to Swedish heavy metal. But now let's listen to a part of Age and Paradise.
Tell is breaking loose. Heavy metal paradise, the place we all belong. Heavy metal paradise, the place where they play our song. Whoa.
Next is Fortress Waiting for the Night. Fortress is a popular name within heavy metal. There are 19 of them on Metal Archives, not counting those in which the word is just a part of the name, Fortress of something. This specific Fortress was one of the many bands in LA Sunset Strip that didn't make it despite the amazing quality. Fortunately, Cult Metal Classics and Ice Cream Radio Show partnered to compile the best songs written by the band between 1984 and 1988 on a CD with remastered sound and great packaging. The CD version comes with one extra live bonus track, but now let's listen to a part of When Will the Fighting End? When Cult Metal Classics announced the release of Gargoyle, the deluxe major metal edition, saying it was one of the best US metal bands of all time, I had to check them. I was impressed. Now I have to agree with their claim that this album, originally released in 1988, is a pure masterpiece. If that wasn't enough, the reissue features an entire disc of previously unreleased songs, a 16-page booklet featuring tons of information and pictures from back then. But now we will listen to a part of Into the Darkness. Next is Tony Drozdetsky, Witchcraft, Eagles Never Die. According to the press release, their 1987 demo has been on many collectors' lists for a long time, and it's also one of the most exciting Scandinavian 80s metal demos. To be honest, I haven't heard of them before this release was announced and wasn't too excited to get the record at first. But one listen to the title track was enough to change that. I really like the odd vocals and how the keyboards work with the music. Let's listen to a part of the title track, Eagles Never Die. Next, we have a Swedish metal band originally formed back in 1979. They released 2 demos in 1980 and 1982 respectively, now compiled into this ultimate anthology. This is John Alquist featuring Johan Lundqvist on vocals. You probably know him from Canomes Epicus Domicus Metallicus. This reissue features 2 previously unreleased tunes, a new artwork, photos, and an in-depth interview with the band co-founder Anders Lidgren. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, all songs here are sung in Swedish. Let's listen to a part of Heartless Stad. It means Heartless City. Next is the reissue of And the Battle Begins by Rebellion back from 2014. Released originally in 1991 only on cassette, this US epic power metal album really caught my attention. I had to buy it. When you listen to a part of Die by the Sword, you will know why.
When knights who rule the land, the horses gallop steadily, they grow to be a the castles were restored, yes, I'm restored. You're battling the enemy, and your ancient ones so
This was it, guys. These were the albums I received from Cult Metal Classics. If you want to listen to the songs that we played here on their entirety, you can go to our podcast. I have a special episode on Cult Metal Classics and also No Remorse Records there. So all the songs that we listen here, the part of it, they are featured on that podcast. You can go there and listen to it. The link is on the description. Please support this podcast because I stopped doing that playlist on the YouTube channel because they were getting blocked immediately after I premiered them. So to avoid that, I decided to put my shows on a podcast, and I really hope that you guys can support us there by watching, by listening to it, of course. And that's it. See you soon. See you next, and bye bye.